Kabanata 28, Crack. It remained that way for the next shoots under uni. Jackson's busy in the morning and afternoon weekdays, kaya patapos na kami siya madalas bumisita. I always insist to go home early, and even with a shadowed look and gritted teeth, he never disagreed until the day before the break. "Let's have dinner," he said. Maaga kaming natapos at maaga rin siya roon. It's still 4 in the afternoon, but I will again insist that I need to go home. 3 araw na tuloy-tuloy na shoots ang ginawa bago nagkaroon ng break. However, I already dedicated that day in finally looking for any unit around para makalipat na kami ni Jack kung sakali. "I can't," I said. And like his usual reaction, his lips are in a grim line and jaw clenched as he struggled for reason. "It's just a restaurant near your condo. We won't be gone long. Just an hour," he said huskily. Nilingon ko siya at diretsahang sinabi ang mga salita sa takot na magbago pa ang isipan ko. "I have an important dinner with someone." It was true though. Importante naman kasi talaga ang pag-uusapan namin ni Nikolai. Kailangan na naming makahanap ng kondo. Tahimik kami pumasok ni Nikolai sa isang maganda namang tower sa Taguig. He told me that there was a cheap 3-bedroom unit in that nice condo, but it's a bit pricey, so I wanted to take a look at it kung sulit ba ang babayaran ko kung sakali. Maayos naman ang kondo na iyon. The space was maximized properly, yet it's one of those units that I'm sure Mommy won't like. The overall condo is grand and known for being extravagant, but the unit Nikolai is offering me is the smallest among their offers, kaya kung ikukumpara sa nakasanayan, maliit nga iyon. "Mommy might stay in your condo if I buy this," sabi ko pagkalabas namin ni Nikolai sa unit na tinitingnan ko. "It's fine with me. In fact, it's fine with me if you stayed with her." Pagod kong nginitian si Nikolai. "You know, I know what you're up to. Bakit papayag ka nang run-free kaming magtatagal sa iyo?" He laughed. "Aside from my reason, Amber, napamahal na rin si Jack sa akin, pati ikaw." Nagkatinginan kami. I eyed him ridiculously. This arrangement of ours had caused so many rumors, and I don't think I can handle it anymore. Lumalaki na si Jack at hindi kalaunan kapag may narinig siya, he would think that way. Ayaw kong mangyari iyon. We both stepped on the elevator. Suminghap ako at humarap kay Nikolai. The man in his 60s still looked handsome, even with the enough white hair. He even looks manly, kung hindi ko lang alam kung ano talaga siya. "Before we go home, we should try a good restaurant on their first floor, Amber. Maybe you'll close this deal, finally." Sumang-ayon naman ako roon. I stared at the poster inside the elevator, but before I could make out the logo and the words below it, nakarating na kami sa tamang palapag. "Let's go," Nikolai said politely and guided me towards the hall. I'm used to him being a gentleman. Siguro dahil na rin sa nasanay kami sa US na wala namang masyadong ususero, naging natural na sa akin ang marahang pagkakahawak niya sa aking siko para igiya ako sa isang maganda nga na restaurant. It's an Italian restaurant decorated with smoked hardwood and dimmed lights. I like the ambience, pero naisip ko ang mga mabilisang kain namin ni Jack kung sakaling kukunin ko nga ang kondo na ito. Though outside there were many cheaper fast food chains and other cheaper restaurants, so this must be okay. The waitress handed me the menu. Namili na ako roon at binaba na iyon pagkatapos. Matagal nakapili si Nikolai dahil medyo nag-iba ang lifestyle niya simula noong nagkaedad lalo. He's vegan, so he had to explain whatever he wanted. Nakatitig ako sa likod ng menu ni Nikolai at nakita ang parehong logo na nakita ko kanina sa poster. I stopped and narrowed my eyes when I finally read it. VHRV Holdings. Masayang pinaalis ni Nikolai ang waitress pagkatapos na explain ang kakainin niya samantalang na-estatwa na ako sa kaba ng may natanto. "What's wrong?" Nikolai asked when he saw my expression. "Ang mga nagtatayugang tower na ito rito sa parting ito ay pag-aari ng VHRV? Those are the Riegos, and if he is truly related with them, hindi kaya Imposible. Sa lahat ng araw ba o panahon, magkikita pa kami rito? Slowly, I turned my head around to survey the whole restaurant. Before I could finish it, tumayo na si Nikolai nang may nakitang dalawang matatangkad na lalaki. The man who first gave a glance at me was dark and tall. His eyes were very defined, and even when he leered at me, he managed a friendly smile. The other one looked colder behind him. Nang tiningnan ako, parang namamaratang ng kung ano. Raul, Zamiel, si Nikolai na tumayo para batiin ng dalawa. Good evening, the first man said and glanced darkly at me. My heart is pounding. Their auras were very like Jackson's. Nang nakitang hindi naman si Jackson iyon, para akong nabunutan ng tinik. My heart slowed down. Napainom ako ng tubig. I thought you're in a vacation, Nikolai said. I was. May importanteng ginawa lang kaya nandito. Is Felicia and Solil with you? Umiling ito. Susunod lang ang asawa ko by the end of the week. By the way, this is Amber. Si Nikolai na akala ko hindi na ako ipapakilala dahil may nakitang mga gwapo. The first man held out his hand. My heart pounded again for some reason. Zamiel. The other one offered his hand too, but with a colder expression. Pasensya na sa storbo. We shall go to our table. Sure. Nice to see you here, Nikolai said. Pagkaalis ng dalawa sa harap namin, I quickly snapped at Nikolai. You didn't tell me. Is this a Riego property? Ngumuso siya at halatang nag-iisip pa ng idadahilan. Well, iyong kanila lang kasi ang maganda rito. My other offer is also their property. In fact, Raul, one of the two men who I just introduced you is a Riego. Sinapo ko ano ako at tuluyan nang tinapos ang pag-asa sa isipan ko. That should be fine. Total, sabi mo naman, wala kang plano mag-asawa, kaya a Riego property shouldn't mean anything to you. Ayoko na, Nikolai. Let's just go home. Let's pay and live. Giit ko at tumayo na pagkatapos sikupin ang mga gamit. Pagkapulot ko sa cellphone ko, may mensahe nang naroon galing kay Jackson. I then realized that these Riegos are close to each other. Nilingon ko ang dalawang lalaki na nasa lamesa na nila. The Riego had his back on me and the cold one is staring at me. Jackson, he's your important dinner, huh? Ilang saglit kong tiningnan iyon, naghahanap ng palusot. Nakaalis na kami ni Nikolai roon at nasa sasakyan na. Nag-iisip pa rin ako ng sasabihin. Sa huli, naisip ko, why would I explain to him? I said I don't want him anymore. I don't want to be in a relationship. So if Nikolai is my important dinner, I don't have any obligation to explain myself to anyone, lalo na sa kanya. After that fiasco in a Riego property last night, ako na mismo ang naghanap kinabukasan ng sariling condo unit. I contacted a broker, then my financial advisor. Kaya lang halos maibuga ko ang iniinom na kape sa nakitang mga withdrawal sa accounts. Mommy is in her room leisurely dressing up for whatever she's up to for today. Nikolai in front of me is busy with his calls. Sa namimilog na mga mata, pinagmasdan kong muli ang accounts ko ng paulit-ulit. When Nikolai finished his call, I looked at him with a bit of accusation. Hindi na alam kung ano ang gagawin sa nakikita ko. What have you been up to, Nikolai? Medyo tumaas ang boses ko roon. Hindi na napigilan. Kunot noon niya akong tinitigan. What do you mean? He said confused. Where the hell did she spend the $2 million? I exploded. Nanginginig ang kamay kong nakahawak sa iPad kung saan ko chinek ang funds ko galing sa financial advisor. Inipon ko ang perang iyon sa loob ng ilang taong pagtatrabaho kasama na rin ang perang iniwan ni Daddy sa amin. Ang laki-laking butas ng ginawa ni Mami sa pera ko ngayon. The remaining balance is not even a fourth of what she'd just lose. Nikolai looked up of the ceiling, nag-iisip sa kung saan iyon ginasta ni Mami. While I was waiting for his answers trembling, Mami went out of her room and started walking towards us. Tumayo ako sa kinauupuan at hinarap siya. She's dressed to kill but I might as well kill her now. What did you do, Mami? She was confused for a moment as I told her what I am bursting about. Where did you spend our money? 2 million! Really? Mami! Baka nakakalimutan mong nasa Pilipinas tayo at wala akong gaanong offer dito na malaki. Though even if we are in States, I won't let you spend this much. Hilaw na ngumiti si Mami. Halatang nilalambing ako pero hindi uubra iyon sa ngayon. Here I am stopping myself from immediately buying a condo unit. Here she is spending 2 million in just a blink. Do you even look at my funds? Alam mo ba kung magkano na lang ang naiwan? I said frustratingly. Sorry darling, I can't help it. Naaalala mo ba iyong painting sa ancestral house ng daddy mo? Naikinig ako pero sa totoo lang, wala akong pakialam sa anuman ang sabihin niya. Walang magiging magandang rason para magwaldas ng ganoon kalaking pera. We are not the same Sevillas before when my dad was still alive. We are broke and I am trying to fix it. Lalo pa nang nalaman ko ng buo kung saan niya pinanggastos iyon. Well, the Italian painter went here to auction his painting. It's a twin of the one your dad bought some years ago. It was actually 5 million US dollars, so I think nakamura ako sa binili kong... What the hell? Nakamura? Really? Well, Daddy can afford that back in the days. Mommy, ngayon wala na tayong pera. The money you're spending now is from my hard work. Hindi ako nagrereklamo kung bibili ka ng Givenchy, Christian Dior, Chanel, whatever haute couture you want. Pero ito, Mommy naman, that's too much. And for a painting? Really? It's a pair of that painting, Amber. Magandang tignan kapag pinagsama ang dalawa. Pumikit ako at sinapo na lang ang noo. Hindi ko alam kung anong gagawin ko ngayon. I love her so much but my idea of buying a condo for us just crumbled. Nagsisituloy ako bakit di na lang ako bumili agad weeks ago when we got here. Naupo ako at tahimik na ini-internalize ang lahat ng ito. Magre-rent na lang siguro muna kami ni Jack. Should I cut Mommy's funds? She should earn. Hindi itong ganito. But if I cut her funds, would she work? I guess not. Baka pa ibenta niya ang mga ari-arian namin. Her net worth is still high because of our real properties, so if I cut her funds, she might turn to that. Sorry, darling. I know it wasn't a nice decision. I just thought you still have 1 million left. Wala na ba? Why don't you pawn your diamond watches and your jewels? I tested her. No! Mabilis niyang sinabi. Hinilot ko ang sentido ko. Hindi pa rin yata nagsisink in sa akin ang nangyari. I lost that amount for a painting and with a mom who don't have any remorse about it. Not my jewels, Amber. Well, The painting is nice, Amber. It's enigmatic. Si Nicolay na isa pang hindi nakakatulong kay Mami. I wanna buy a condo para sa amin ni Jack. Ngayon, paano ako bibili kung ganito? Huwag ka nang bumili. Nicolay's logic. Oo nga anak. Nicolay's property is enough. This is already nice for us. I glared at Mommy, who looked a bit guilty now. Auction that painting again. We don't need that. Palamuti lang yan sa bahay. Bukod pa diyan, we will have to tighten the security around Dad's ancestral mansion because of a $1 million painting. Mommy naman, I said frustratingly. Maghahanap ako ng paraan, okay? Stop stressing about that. I'll see if I can do something, okay? Do something? What? Get a job? Do business? Why don't you just tell Tito Remus you wanna handle his new hotel? Kahit na alam ko namang ang pera niya dyan, hindi magiging sapat para bayaran ang kung anumang butas na nilagay niya sa account ko. But at least, she won't depend on me for whatever she wants to buy. Sige, I'll find a way, okay? And I'll pay for the painting, she said. How? Iritado kong tanong. I don't know. Basta I will... And don't start selling Dad's properties. I will know. Of course not, she said, bewildered with my prediction. I will never do that. Pawning things and selling real properties will mean we're broke and that's social suicide. I'll find a way. She sashayed in front of me silkily habang patuloy ang iritasyon sa titig ko sa kanya. Hindi pa rin ako makapaniwala sa ginawa niya. Mas lalo tuloy akong nagkaproblema. By the way, do you know that snow will arrive today? Nakangiting sinabi ni Mami. Hindi ako kumibo. Nanatili lang ang malamig kong titig sa kanya. Don't worry much about money, dear. It will always come back one way or another. Sabay halik sa aking noo bago kinalabit si Nicolay para sa pag-alis nila. Sa madaling salita, Inubos ko ang break ko sa kakaisip sa mga paraan paano masalba ang sarili sa pagkakalunod na ito. I want to cut mom's accounts and give her her own with only little money. Kailangan ko ring tingnan ang painting na sinasabi niya at paigtingin lalo ang security ng... Why the hell am I so problematic when my mom is just sashaying her Hermes in every social gathering? The next shoot days were more challenging. I had a shoot in a tub full of water and bubbles. Mas nagiging kritikal ang team at ang director. Akala ko hindi na pupunta si Jackson dahil sa iritasyon sa akin sa naging dinner ko kay Nikolai. But he was there after the shoots. Though he was always serious and a bit busy thinking about the outcome of the whole project. I have an important launching tomorrow, so I won't be here for your shoot. You will meet with Snow tomorrow, right? I want a dinner with you before that, he said coldly. Although I am always happy with the timing, totoo rin namang hindi ko sinasadya ang lahat ng ito. Unfortunately, I can't say yes again to his offer. Snow told me that we will meet in a super club in Taguig. Dinner sana iyon kaso mayroong nagiya sa mga kasama niya na mag-bar kaya nagbago. That was why I agreed to Harper and Philly that I will be with them for dinner. Ako pa mismo ang nagiya at katitext ko lang sa dalawa. Philly was already too happy about it and Harper didn't say yes yet. I'll meet someone else for dinner. His eyes narrowed. That old man again? Hindi, Jax, basta. Tanging nasabi ko habang nagliligpit ng gamit. He was always hovering near me after shoots. Nasanay na ang lahat at ako rin ganoon. Kahit pa noong nakaraang halos hindi niya ako kausapin. Then, I'll pick you up after your dinner. I will bring my car, rason ko. No need to pick me up. May sasabihin pa sana siya pero natigil nang tumunog ang cellphone ko. We both looked down on my phone. Nasa lamesa ito. Tumutunog habang ang pangalan ni Harper ang umiilaw. Kinuha ko ang cellphone ko. His jaw clenched. Nagtama ang mga mata naming dalawa. Excuse me, I'll take this call. Napapaos kong sinabi at umalis na sa harapan niya. Kumalabog ang puso ko at pinikit ng mariin. I am sensing so much guilt and fear in me. This is what I really don't want. This is what I am scared of. Hello, Harper? I am scared of what I'm feeling. I am scared of it so much that I want to run away from it. Bakit tayo magbabar pagkatapos? Pwede naman sa kung saan tayo mag-dinner. Mag-wine na lang. Harper, kasi I will meet Snow and we agreed to it in the super club. Philly wants it too. May problema ba? Alam mo naman kung anong nangyayari sa inyo kapag lasing, di ba? Hindi naman ako maglalasing. Yung kaibigan mo, ano? I couldn't see anything beyond it. Masyado akong okupado sa naiisip ko. I really need to stop. I need to stop. I'll talk to Philly. Hindi iyon maglalasing. She wants this too, though. Harper only sighed. Sa huli, sumang-ayon na siya at nagpaalam. Binaba ko ang cellphone at nilingon si Jackson. He looked at me with ice-cold eyes. I walked slowly towards him. I can almost hear him gritting his teeth before finally breaking the silence between us. You will be with him for dinner tomorrow? Tumango ako. His features darkened. Hindi ko alam bakit guilty ako. Kahit noong nakaraang kay Nikolai naman, guilty rin ako. I shouldn't be guilty. So what, right? So what if he will get jealous about it? Bakit ako apektado roon? Hindi dapat. Hindi pwede. My own frustration drove me mad. I didn't like the way I am feeling. It was like a threat for something dangerous, so I fired defensively. Huwag mo akong pagbawalan. Wala kang karapatan sa akin at wala akong planong bigyan ka ng karapatan. I threw those like daggers. Matagal nang natanto kong masakit pala iyon. Wala rin namang siyang sinabi at hinayaan niya lang akong umalis para sa araw na iyon. Hindi nga lang naging maganda ang epekto noon kahit sa akin. Friday morning and all my shots were bland. Everyone was happy but I wasn't. Every shot I did were basic and it couldn't pass through my own standards of shots. Ayos ka lang? Miss Tamara asked after we wrap up early for another end of a series. Tumango ako. Ayos lang po. Hindi nagparamdam si Jackson sa akin pagkatapos ng usapan namin kahapon. I shouldn't worry because that's how it should be. His courtship for me shouldn't even happen. I shouldn't let it, actually. At itong reaction ko ngayon sa nangyayari ang mismong dahilan kung bakit hindi. I love obsessively. My greed and evil inside that urn was kept there sleeping for years, and here I am trying to guard it down just so it won't come out today. Tahimik tuloy ako sa dinner naming tatlo ni Harper at Philly. Kung hindi nagtatalo ang dalawa, baka kanina patahimik din ang aming lamesa. I reserved as a seat on the VIP. Hinanap ko ang seat ng Riegos at tinabi ko ang atin. Anunsyo ni Philly. Para naman malapit lang kay ni Snow, Amber. Tumango ako. Wala pa rin sa sarili. Riegos? Si Harper. Oo, andun nga kasi si Snow, diba? Paulit-ulit ka? Riego yung napangasawa noon, kaya kasama niya rin mga Riego. Riego? Isn't that the father of... Nilingon ako ni Harper. Yes! I'm excited! May kita ko ulit si Papa Jax ng malapitan! Philly was gushing about it the whole time. Meanwhile, my heart feels like it's going to explode. Para akong nakalutang sa dagat habang pumapasok sa super club. Wala na akong imik kahit na ang dalawang kasama ko talagang nag-iingay na sa pagtatalo sa kahit pinakamaliit na bagay. I felt like the blood on my face drained when I saw their VIP table in a U-shaped couch. Naroon nga silang lahat. I even saw Raul, the man Nikolai introduced me to in the group. Mabilis kong iniligid ang mga mata ko sa grupo nila at agad na tantong wala roon si Jax. Tumayo si Snow. She didn't change at all. Matagal na panahon kaming hindi nagkita pero ang tingin ko sa kanya ganoon pa rin. Bukod sa height at pagkakaroon ng konting laman, wala na ata akong ibang nakitang nagbago sa itsura niya. Amber! Snow said happily and hugged me. She kissed me too. Muli kong pinasadahan ang grupo niya. The girl beside Raul stood up and another one from across the table came to me for a kiss. Nagulat ako nang nakita kung sino iyon. Palakaibigang ngiti ang ibinigay sa akin ni Yuri Hidalgo pagkatapos ng halik. Hi! Did you receive my flowers back in Annie Schiffer's catwalk? For sure, marami kang bulaklak noon. Hindi mo na napansin ang bulaklak na bigay ko. No, actually, nakita ko nga. I was overwhelmed. I mean, you're Yuri. Tumawa siya at tinuro ang tahimik na babaeng lumapit. This is Solil. That one is Zari. Itinuro ni Yuri ang isang socialite na nanatiling nakaupo sa gitna ni Raul at isa pang lalaki. She waved at me and smiled. Amber, si Yuri asawa ni Vincent Hidalgo. You know him? Sabi ni Snow sabay pakita sa isang lalaking binalikan ni Yuri. His hand was immediately on her hips. Yuri smiled proudly at me. Yeah, he's the son of the famous architect Adler, yung gumawa ng mansyon namin sa Batangas. Nagtagal ang tingin ko sa lalaki. Hindi ko naman kilala ang itsura pero alam ko agad sa pangalan pa lang. Snow moved to the next and showed Raul. Raul waved darkly and smirked. We've met, he said. Raj Riego, asawa ni Solil, sabi ni Snow sabay tingin ko sa magandang babae sa tabi nito na tipid ngumiti. I smiled. Then Zari, asawa ni Rad. Rad Riego looked familiar. I think I somehow saw him in social gatherings back when I was small. I'm not sure, though if he's husband of Zari, he should be in a social gatherings. Then this is my husband. Natauhan ako roon at binalingan ng asawa ni Snow. I know him as Percival Archer Riego, Jack's brother. They look the same, only that his hair is shorter than Jack's. Tumayo ito, ngumiti at naglahad ng kamay sa akin. Amber, I stammered as it synced in my head that he really is his brother. Nice to meet you, he said in a low baritone. Tumawa si Snow at nilingon ang mga kasama ko. She smiled at Philly and Harper. Then she turned back to me and made me sit on the edge of their couch. Kamusta? Sorry for the place of our meeting. Sana next time sa mas formal naman na place. Hindi lang talaga ako makapaghintay na magkita tayo. Kaya first night out namin, gusto ko agad nandito ka. It's been years. You've grown so much, Amber, she said as she inspected me. I'm fine. Okay lang. I owe my friends a night out too, so I invited them. Pasensya na. It's not every night that I can go out right away. I know. Sabay tawa ni Snow. Hirap no kapag may anak na? How's your son? Sorry, pero si tita kasi talaga, she's very secretive. My gosh, the news of Tito Dancho's death didn't even come from her. Kung hindi lang naikwento ng mami ni Brenna, I wouldn't know. Yeah, I know. Actually, I should be blamed too. I never contacted you or even Tita Athena. No, it's okay. It had been so hard for you. I can only imagine, buntis ka, namatay si Tito Dancho. Tumagilid din ang mga ari-arian nyo. Well, at least that's what I heard when Gary told me. Yeah, it's been hard for us the past years. Sumulyap ako sa nakikinig ng mga lalaki. The girls were already chatting silently with each other, but the Riego men were a bit too keen with whatever I'm saying. Hindi pa kasali na maingay sa buong bar kaya nasisiguro kong hindi na ako narinig ni Vincent o ni Raul. Yes, I am sure. Well, medyo kumunot ang noo ni Snow. I'm just glad that you have, Nicolay de la Vega with you. I mean, tumawa ako. Yeah, Nicolay's been a big help to us, even his family. Tumango si Snow pero kita ko sa mga mata niya ang pag-aalinlangan sa kung ano. You know, I actually really thought, tumawa ulit si Snow, for years that you married him, kasi si tita, I remember her giving me an invitation to your wedding. I couldn't go that time because I was pregnant, but I saw the pictures of the ceremony attended by his sons. Sorry Amber, pero nag-divorce ba kayo o hindi talaga kayo nagpakasal? I'm confused. Kinagat ko ang labi ko. I saw si Bal pull Snow's shoulder. It made her lean on him a bit. His face touched my cousin's hair. I was sure he whispered something. Hindi kami nagpakasal ni Nicolay. We're just friends until now. Sorry for being so nosy. Anyway, you wanna order something? She said and called the waiter. I ordered a cocktail for me. Hindi naman kasi talaga ako mahilig maglasing. Kahit pa noong gustong-gusto ko iyong gawin dahil sa perang binutas ni Mami sa accounts namin, hindi ko pa rin nagawa. Our next topics were lighter. It was about Lola's birthday party and how grand it is. Medyo na-guilty pa ako dahil naiwan ko na ng tuluyan si Harper at si Philly sa lamesa kaya nagpaalam muna ako. I think it's a bad idea to have them here while Snow is here. Sorry, sabi ko sa dalawa. Hay nako, this feels like another night out with just me and Harper. I'm not complaining about your catch up with Snow, but you should arrange us again another night out, Amber. Si Philly. Philomena, alam mo namang mahirap, di ba? Jack is waiting for me. Well, for sure you can snatch a bit of your time next month. Si Philly habang nilalagok ang isa pang shot. Harper got it out of her hand. Ayaw ni Philly iyon kaya nanlaban siya at binawi ang inumin. However, Harper was stronger so he did it with force. Ano ba? Ang OA naman? Reklamo ni Philly at tinulak si Harper. Harper didn't expect that dahilan ng pagkakagulat niya roon. Mas lalo silang nagtalong dalawa. They have arguments that were very petty. Sa gitna pa ng pagtatalo, kumakaway na naman si Snow at tinuturo niya ang isa pang champagne at ipinakita ang baso. Tumango ako at naghanap ng tiyempo na makaalis sa dalawang aso't pusa. I went to Snow's couch again. We enjoyed the champagne. I laughed with them. Kung hindi lang nag-angat ng tingin si Raul at Vincent sa taas, hindi ko rin malalaman o makita kung ano ang tinitignan nila sa pangalawang palapag ng Super Club. Jackson was above us in a veranda with girls. He was particularly in front of a pretty and a bit foreign girl. She's wearing a white dress and her eyes were fixed on Jackson. Natili rin ang mata ko roon. Isang beses lang na sumulyap si Jack sa amin bago niya sinagot ng kung ano ang babae sabay tawa. The girl leaned closer on him to whisper something and Jack listened. Hindi ako makapaniwala. My insides swell up with cold liquid. Halos hindi ko nababa ang tingin ko hanggang sa nagsalita si Snow. I heard you have quite a history with my brother-in-law. She giggled. Hindi ako nakasagot sa sinabi niya. Binaba ko ang baso sa lamesa at sumulyap ulit sa itaas. Ganun pa rin ang itsura ni Jackson. But of course, for sure, you're fine now. Ilang taon na rin naman, di ba? Yeah. Pilit kong sinabi. Good. Ako kasi ang nagreto sa kanya kay Canary. You know her? She's also an international model socialite. Hindi nga lang masyadong active na sa modeling like you. She's busy with humanitarian activities. Ah. Sumulyap-sulyap si Snow sa lamesa namin. Kinalabit niya ako at tinuro ang mga kasama kong si Harper at Philly. Philly was busy nodding at me as she pointed up secretly. Kumunot ang noo ko. Ayaw ko pa sana magpaalam kay Snow, kaso may sinasabi itong si Philly eh. Sorry, I'll just come back here. Wait lang. Mapait kong sinabi. I went to our couch again and Philly was almost screaming on my ear. Iyan yung babaeng nakita kong kadate niya. I forgot her name but I know she's a socialite too. She's very known in Brunei. In a snap, I felt the urn open. I did not look back at Philly when I made a turn back to Snow, my cousin, who sold Jackson to someone else. Hindi ako makangiti nang nagkaharap kami ni Snow. Ano daw sabi ni Philomena? She said in a friendly way. Wala naman. Wala akong maidugtong. Tiningnan ko ang inuming nakalahad sa lamesa at kumuha ako ng isa. 2. Wow! Snow clapped proudly. Iniisip kong kaya ko nang umiti pagkatapos uminom ng ganoon pero mali ako. Natili ang lamig sa titig ko kay Snow. I know then why I hated being involved most especially with Jackson Riego. Anyway, mukhang may importanteng sasabihin si Snow. She got distracted when the men on our table laughed as they all looked at whoever is above us. I glared at it. Naputol lang ang titig ko nang nagpatuloy si Snow. May naririnig nga akong pinopormahan ka nitong si Jax eh. Nataranta ako roon. Mapait akong ngumiti at dumugtong. I'm not willing for a relationship. I'm not, damn it, I'm lost for words. Snow nodded. I understand. Mahirap nga naman talaga sa posisyon mo, no? Buti na lang din at ganyan ang mindset mo. I just hope hindi totoo na pinopormahan ka niya kasi ayaw mo naman pala. Pero sa bagay, hindi nga yata. Cause look, napatingin ulit kami sa itaas. Another girl came into picture. The girl talked to Jackson but Canary said something humorous. His eyes drifted on us and the laugh faded. Umatras siya ng konti pero huli na ang lahat. Binagsak ko ang tingin ko kay Snow. Gosh, they look good together. Hirap i-partner ni Jack sa kahit kanino. He should be partnered with someone feminine and classy. Some girls won't work for someone very masculine as him. As much as I try bad to keep myself out of him, I couldn't. I said that my feelings for him are obsessive, dark, and extreme. These things are so out of my character and it's ugly. Iyon ang itinatago ko. Iyon ang pinoprotektahan ko. Kaya lang, sa lahat ng nireto namin ni Sibal, iyan lang yata ang nagustuhan niya. The deadly urn cracked. It cracked and cracked until darkness came out as big as there ever was before. And the angel Amber ran.